Hi, I'm Matt from eSpares. In this video, I'll be showing you how to change a door seal on this Beko condenser tumble dryer. If your door seal has become damaged, it can allow lint and fluff out through the door and into your room. But more importantly, it can allow moist air to exit the tumble dryer, causing damp and condensation over time. Manufacturers often recommend a very complex method to change the door seal, involving removing the top of the appliance, the back, removing the drum out, as well as the door to access the door seal. But at eSpares, we found a much simpler technique that we'd like to share with you. Safety first, always unplug an appliance before carrying out any work. The next thing I need to do is to remove the door off the front of the appliance by undoing these 4 screws that hold it into place. With the door out the way, I now need to use a Phillips screwdriver to remove these screws around the door seal which holds it in place. I'm going to remove the 4 lower ones completely, but only take the top 4 out about ½ an inch. This should allow me access to remove the seal. With those 4 screws released, it allows the door seal frame to move away from the front panel. It's going to use one of the screws itself to push the frame back, wedge a screwdriver in between the gap, which allows me to simply peel the seal away. With the old door seal out the way, I'm just going to reposition the screwdriver just to allow some space between the door seal frame and the front panel. Now you want to be starting at the bottom of the seal, putting that into position and then working it around the edge. You know it's the bottom because there'll be a join in the 2 pieces of material like so. So what I'm going to do is position 2 more screwdrivers here and here to allow some space, and then begin to maneuver the seal into position. The technique we've discovered that works best is if you put the front lip into position in the frame and then simply roll the seal back into position. If you do find that certain parts of the door seal aren't going into place, you can gently use a flat-headed screwdriver to push the door seal in, making sure you don't puncture the seal itself. Once you've got a certain section of the door seal in place, you can remove your screwdriver and tighten the screw just to hold it in position. You're then free to work the rest of the seal round the door. Now that this side is secure, I'm going to work round this side, pushing the seal into place and also partially tightening these screws to hold it into position. Again, now that the bottom is in position, I'm going to partially refit these screws to hold it in place. And for the last section, which can be quite tight, again, you can just push in one of the screws to give yourself just a little bit of space to maneuver the seal into position. With the last little section, which can be quite tight, again, you can just push in one of the screws to give yourself a little bit of room. And there we go. The door seal nicely fitted. Now I need to retighten all these screws. Now I just have to refit the door and the hinges. So there we are, one new door seal fitted to this Beko tumble dryer. Seals and other spares for tumble dryers, as well as other appliances, can be found on the espares.co.uk website. Thanks for watching.